Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell where you'll see more great videos like this. So I keep seeing on TikTok video for a mobile phone. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to model the phone and then we're going to animate it. So let me just turn that on. So first of all, we are going to start with a cube. So let's chuck that in there. We're just going to model it to the correct sort of size, something like that. We are going to bevel the edges, so we're going to do Control A first and then reset the scale. Go to edit mode, hit number 2 to get the edges, and then Control B to get that, and then increase the segments to get the roundness. So that's the first bit done. Next thing is up here we got a line extruded in on there and there, so we're going to go back into edit. We're going to put in 4 loop cuts like so. Let's just scroll right the way in. I need to select these 2, bring them up to the top, round about there, that one, round about there. In fact, I might need to move up a little bit more, maybe about there. And then we do the same with these ones, so we just move it up to the top there. And this one to the top also. Now what we need to do is we do Alt and ring select these faces, and then the extrude, we want extrude along normals. So let's just zoom in a little bit, see how far we're going in. Maybe about there will do. And then we do the same along these. So we'll select along there. And then we just want to take it in a bit like so. So we got that. Let's do a shade smooth. Let's go into normals and auto smooth like so. Next thing what we want to do, so this is going to be the top, and then we want to inset slightly and then inset again, not much, and then we want to select the outer ring, select all the outer ones, and then just extrude on the Z like so. So it gives you a little nice little edge there to the where the screen is. And then if we was to flip it over, so let's do a rotate X 180. So this is the back end of it. Now what we want to do is put the cameras in. So we're going to create a cylinder. Obviously that's going to be way too big. So get it to the approximate size that you need. I'm sort of going around there like so. And then again, Control A, reset scale, tab to edit, select the top face, and then inset like so. And then inset again. Just so then we can put a nice little edge on it. And then we need to again extrude on the Z like so. What we're also going to do is select these outer edges, and then we'll do a Control B and just put a little bevel on like so. Let's right click, auto smooth, and then auto smooth, smooth, and then we can click on auto smooth. That's our lens done. Let's just see if it's around about the same sort of size. I mean, it looks to be. So we can just shift D on the X. So 1, 2, shift D on the X. 3, and then we can just move this one across. Shift D on the Y. Now what we want to do with this, because it's a smaller camera, is scale. So you S to scale, but then do Shift Z, because we don't want to scale it on the up and down. Okay, so scale Shift Z. Okay, like about there, I guess. And it looks about right. Just move it over a little bit. Shift D on the X. Like so. And then we've got another little one, I guess it's a light or some thing. Shift D on the X. Again, we're going to look at this one. We're going to rotate X 180. Just take it down slightly, and then scale Shift Z. And that one sits in the center there, like that. And then up the top here, we've got 2 little holes. So what we could do is just Shift D on that, on the X. Rotate Y 90. Scale it on down. Just need to make it a little bit longer because we're going to use it as a tool. Bring it down to the center line. And then it's about one here, Shift D on the Y. And one about here, I think. We need to select our phone base. Go into modifiers, Boolean, select that. Make sure it's on difference and apply. Another Boolean, select that one. Apply. So these, we don't need them. All this lot, we need to put in a folder. So we're just going to select M, new collection, just call it phone. Okay. And what we can do now, so the video that I've seen is we can do a shift, just select the base, Shift D on the Z. Rotate X 180. So that's the top. Oh, so that one's got to be on the bottom. And then let's just move that up here. We can select objects, move it on up like so. So it's sitting on the top. And then basically it's sort of moved down. Now what we're going to do, you can have whatever color you like. You can have your phone whatever color you like. Mine's just going to be silver. So I'm just going to give it a new material. If it works. I'm going to top up the metallic. Take down the roughness. Let's just go in the cycles. I think we need a bit of light in here as well. So what we're going to do is Shift A. We're going to put in a plane, scale that up. Let's just move it down. Okay, And we need to make the stylus, so we're going to make stylus, Shift A, another cube, scale that right the way down, zoom on in, something like that, and then we can just scale it on up. I think it was about that sort of size. Control A to reset the scale, go into edit, select the edges, Control B, let's select number 3, extrude on the X, and then scale. Let's just undo that. Scale. We want scale, but maybe sort of here, and then scale again, but just on the Y. Scale Y, like that, and then we can extrude on the Y, on the X, and then maybe hit number 2, Control B, something like that. Shade smooth. And then on the back here, we need to select number 3, select the face, inset, scale on the Y, extrude on the X, extrude on the X, and then select all these faces, like so, and then I just need to scale on the Y, scale on the Z, like so. Maybe we need to just pull all that out. Let's just pull that up a little bit thicker. Number 2, and select all those edges, Control B. Oh damn it, we need to do Control A, scale, Control B. Okay, and that's that. And that is like a white, I believe, maybe like a grey. I mean, to be fair, you probably have it to whatever you want. Okay, so let's just put that here, right? So then let's just put all the materials on. So this is going to be, in fact, this is going to be that colour, that is going to be that colour. All these here are going to be silver, and then we'll do the lens. Okay, and then we can select this one, select the top here, the center. So what we're going to do is give it another material, and it's going to be a image. I'm going to open. I've got lens, so I've snipped this from the actual thing, from the actual image. So let's change it to UV editor. Let's assign. So you can see here we're not fully on there. So we're going to select A for all, G to move it over, scale. Let's see where we are. I mean, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm sort of quite happy with that. Let's take that roughness down a bit. There we go. It looks like a lens now. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just get rid of those, and then we can just duplicate Shift D on the X, Shift D on the X, like so. And then we'll get rid of that one, get rid of that one, Shift D on the Y, scale, Shift Z, Shift D on the X, bada bing, bada boom. Maybe we just need to scale those up a little bit. Scale, Shift Z. Okay, so that's the cameras done. It's looking pretty good, I think. So we can just bring that back on over. Right, now, in fact we could just get rid of that. Shift D on the Z. Rotate X 180. And that is done. We do need to give it a material. So I'm going to click on new image, and then open. So I've got a image that I've used, and then we just need to assign. But we will go back in here. Let us Control A and scale, UV, smart, blah, blah. And then A, we just need to scale on the Y. So G on the Y. What would be cool is if we rotate Z 180, and then we've got our little camera here. And then we can just bring up the metallic, take down the roughness just so it gives it a nice little shine. And I think that is done. Okay, so what I've seen the advert is basically the camera, the phone. Let's just select objects. Oh, what we don't want is that in there, and we don't want that in there. Hopefully the rest of it, there we go. So basically in the animation, this, oh, the floor's in there as well. Right, let's start again. So basically the animation, we've got all our objects set, and then this slides up to about here, and then the pen sort of starts up here and then comes down at an angle and sort of stops there. So first of all, we're going to create our infinity background. So let's Control A, scale number 2. Let's extrude on the Z, like so. Select that edge, Control B, give it a bevel. Let's crank up those segments. shade smooth. I'm going to move that back because I think we might need a little bit more room. And then we can just select that one there and pull it across. Okay, now we need to set our camera up. So on here, we're going to go 0. So this is our camera, which is obviously this one here. And then we can just move it on around. Maybe it's like a 35. Like that. Just make sure it's in the center. What does that look like? It's on the view. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Right, so the animation, we need to set our camera or our phone back, like about here, I guess. We also need to set our stylus back about here. Now we're going to select, let's just get in there a little bit more. We're going to select, should we do the lighting first? Let's put in a plane, rotate X 90. We're just going to put that here. Let's just scale that up like so. And that's going to be like a light box, I think. So we need to give it a new material. Going to give it an emission. Where's emission? There we go. I'm just going to crank that up to 7. I'm also going to shift duplicate on the Y, so we take one over there. We need to create another plane, shift a plane, scale that one up. Now we need to give that the same material, I think. Let's just see how we're looking. Let's just crank that down. Let's change the emission to 4, 3. I mean, that's not looking too bad. Cycles, denoise. Right, so basically we want the camera. So we'll select objects. I guess these planes here can come up here. Select objects. Right, we're going to hit I to put in a keyframe, and it's just going to be location. We're going to go to say 100, and then we are going to bring our phone forward, hit I, and location. So hopefully that will just be a nice scroll movement along there. Now we're going to hit back. We want to find our pen, well, stylus. So we're going to hit I, location, go to 100, and now, oh no, actually, no, what we're going to do is we're going to go to 80, and then it's going to come along and down just need to zoom in on there, so we don't want that to disappear. We just need it to be about there. Eye, location, go to 100, and then we want that just to move along, because I think it finishes flush with the end, or something like that, like there. And then we can hit eye, location. So now it comes down and then moves along and gets to the end there, like so. So that's our animation done. What I will do is, let's just see what it looks like in Eevee. Oh, it doesn't look great. Okay, I will render it out, and then we'll have a look at the end of the video.